quick update. You can see the water level since Saturday's video. The water level is raised by about half a meter. Flow is significantly stronger. Bloemhof and Vaal dams have started dropping. The outflow from Bloemhof is still 2000, but the level is dropping, so they'll have to drop the outlet soon. Then Gariepel van der Kloof is still at 111, 110%, but their outflow has also started dropping. So 3800 was the peak at Douglas, I think yesterday, and that's about where the peak will stay. It has started dropping there now. The peak flow is now around Prieska on its way to Uppington. Uppington is now at 3400 Cumec. So Grabies by tomorrow will be at 3400, and I think another 2 days that will be the peak flow at Grabies. A couple of questions that I got recently. The Kanoneiland bridge. I made a video about Kanoneiland bridge. That is now underwater. The farmers over the weekend built up the wall in front of it a little bit, so they delayed the closure of the bridge until today. I think they're still crossing it, but with some water over the bridge. But by this evening the bridge will be closed, and I think the water will raise another half a meter beyond that. Down here the water will go up by another meter, maybe a little bit less than a meter, so that's a significant amount of water. One of the questions asked that I've had difficulty answering at first is, what are the risks to us, to other farmers? It's difficult, you have to continuously monitor it, and I think for us there's very low risk because we see what the peak is and we see where it's dropping off to. We have a good idea from previous floods where it's going to stop. So for me here at Kleinpella, the main problem is the pump in this pump house is not working anymore. The foot valve is now several meters underwater, about 5 meters underwater at least. No, 6-7 meters underwater. And there's no way to reach it, and the sand is washed over it, so it's closed off. No way to start it up. This pump is functioning, but this pump, as you would have seen in the previous video, we had problems with debris washing up against it. We managed to clear it, and I think we are fine with it now, because we could pull it back from the stream further, which means that I think we're okay on that. The rest of the farmers upstream, there's already a lot of damage. It's difficult to gauge exactly what the risk is, because in some cases buildings are underwater completely, fields have been flooded. It's different for each area. I just think that if it went up another half meter, if it went up another 1000 Cumec, it would be way worse than it is now. A lot more people would be in problems. These are the stumps that we removed from around the pump suction head. You saw in that video us removing some of it. We managed to get a machine closer to it and started pulling it out. So that washed up against the pump, and that's pushing with the stream, pushing the pump downstream more, risk breaking the pump free. Anyway, that's it for this update. See you on the next one. Cheers.